Obviously, when you mentioned Budokai Tenkaichi, the very first thing that comes to anyone's mind is the roster. So I thought, let's go over what we think would be the best characters to add to the roster, one by one. So
Yeah.
Josue, kick us off.
This list was hard to make just because some characters I keep forgetting are already in the Budokai Tenkaichi series. Like, I was so quick to put Nam from the OG Dragon Ball. I thought that he wasn't in this at all. I was like, oh, dude.
Why was he in 3?
I don't know. And I was playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, right? And I completely forgot, I didn't even realize, because I didn't play the game in forever, that his village is in the game. He has a whole side quest about, like, saving his village in Kakarot. And I was like, oh, dude, Nom, let's go. Nom, dude, it has to be.
No way you saw me, you're like, bro, it's been a minute.
Dude, I missed you.
Finally.
Why aren't you in Super? So, I was...
Weren't you at Tournament of Power?
Yeah, I was like... they really needed you.
You could have done a lot of damage.
Dude, you were better than Vegeta. So, they needed you, Vegeta. So, I instantly thought Nam, and then, oh, nah, turns out he was already in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, along with, like, Devilman and Kid Chi-Chi, which is, in my opinion, probably the dumbest inclusion of all time, in my opinion.
I mean, to be fair, there's dumber ones, I think, in the game.
Like what?
I feel like Yajirobe made the cut, right?
Yeah, but Yajirobe is an OG, though.
Come on,
Like,
bro. Like, you like watching Yajirobe fight?
It's not that I like watching him fight, but at least he cut Vegeta's tail off. And that's, like, a bigger highlight than, like...
marrying the main
I don't know.
character?
Then...
Supporting and birthing 2 Saiyan warriors who are crucial to the story in 2 different sagas.
Facts. First off, one of the top of my list is gonna be Adult Chi-Chi, because Adult Chi-Chi, I think the last time I remember her being in a video game, and I could be wrong, is Super Dragon Ball, which is like a game on PS2.
She was in that game.
And yeah, she was in that game, and ever since then, she's been, I don't know, missing. And so Adult Chi-Chi, I think, needs to be in Budokai Tenkaichi 4. I think it's just a solid inclusion. And, I mean, you can't do any wrong. She had a big presence in the World Tournament. The World Tournament right before Dragon Ball Z started, the one with King Piccolo Jr. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know. It's like sort of like,
Makes
why
sense.
wouldn't you have her?
Yeah. Nah, I agree with you. I feel like if we're assuming we're expanding the roster, I don't know why you wouldn't be. If you're expanding the roster and you're at Kid Chi-Chi, I feel like an Adult Chi-Chi model is a layup. You don't have to make it too strong, too. You can just have a regular Adult Chi-Chi character.
And on top of that, like, we're clearly, like listen, like, there aren't a lot of female characters that we can use. So, like, we really got to, like, use whoever we can.
Yeah.
And Adult Chi-Chi is a layup. So,
easy.
Like,
for me, this character I'm about to choose is actually multiple characters. If it was any other game, I feel like this would be a reach, but I feel like it's definitely doable in Budokai Tenkaichi's landscape. All the God Destructions and their angels. I feel like, why not? Why not? You can invent whatever move, and no one would get upset about it. You can make one shoot milk out of his fingertips, and it, like, nearly kills you, and I'll be like, all right, I guess that's, like, his superpower, and that's what makes him the God Destruction. That's okay with me.
Can you believe? Because I do think that Xeno is probably going to be in the game. I think it just makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, Xeno being in the game would break it, bro. Like, that has to be the most OP character.
I would love if they kind of made him a joke character, where, like, his ultimate move just kills you.
Yeah.
Just, like...
Dude, honestly, like, I can't imagine how else he would do it. It has to be it. His ultimate move was literally destroying an entire universe.
It's like, oh, just wipe this out.
Yeah. So,
just instant death.
Instant death. Yeah.
It has to be.
Which is fire.
Yeah, no.
It's just fire.
I feel like it would be cool, though, to, like, play as, like, Whis or, like, any of the other angels and God Destructions. It's just, like, a fun thing to do, honestly. Because I think Beerus and Whis are obviously a layup. They'll be in the game. But it's fun to experiment and just see the other ones, too.
Yeah, and at the very least, if the other Gods of Destruction don't make it, because, they weren't in it for, maybe too long or whatever, I think at the very least, Beerus' brother is a layup, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Or probably most likely.
Was it Choppa?
Choppa, yeah.
Yeah.
Champa
Champa.
and his angel, the girl.
woman? It's also a V, right?
Yeah, so the V. I'm blanking on her name.
Blanking on her name too.
But
that's
yeah,
a layup of a character to add right there.
yeah, exactly. I think at least those two, and if not the entire roster, at least those two, and Xeno was like
Right there.
has to be in it. Has to be in it.
What do you got next?
I was leaning more towards like OG Dragon Ball for my next couple of picks.
Okay.
So adult Chi-Chi's father. So not Kid Chi-Chi's father, only adult Chi-Chi's father.
Kid Chi didn't have father.
No.
It was only until she was 21 that she found her father.
that was in the fan fiction. So I have Ox King, and I don't even know what Ox King's moveset would be, but it just feels like
just hands.
Yeah, just hands. And so you gotta have him in there. I have Bacterian, who Krillin fought against, and I think he would
gross.
be the most disgusting character, but the most wild joke character too. Like all of his moves have to be just the most wild, foul shit of all time.
No, 100%.
So has to be in there, I think, because I think that'd just be hilarious. More OG Dragon Ball representation we can get, the better. So I got like Ninja Murasaki, which I know is like a big requested one too.
Is he really?
Because yeah, at least like out of all of the ones you could possibly have, like he's one of the more requested guys. Just because like he like put up like a fight, not even because Goku demolished him, but it was more like he put up a fight that used a lot of different moves.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, you can definitely create a moveset around Ninja
That'd be
Murasaki.
unique.
So yeah,
It wouldn't
a
be
unique
just super
moveset around
explosive
it.
wave.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing about the OG characters is that like not a lot of them knew ki.
Mm-hmm. So
like,
you have to get
their
kind of
moves
creative
have
with
to
it.
be- yeah, you have to get creative. And the last character that I'll probably get from OG Dragon Ball,
King
OG,
Choppa?
because I want to get, huh?
Is it King Choppa? Because I remember we were talking about
No,
him
not
before
King
recording.
Choppa.
'Cause
No,
I would
no,
love
no,
to
no.
add him in there as another black character that doesn't look racist. You know, that'd be great. You know.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Just I don't really remember him much. He didn't have much of a presence. But I was actually gonna say, oh god, I thought of like Fan for a hot minute, and I think that's a horrible pick because you want to get more women in there, but then all she did was take her clothes off.
Yeah. So it's like, what
But-
would you make her moveset?
Horrible pick. No, I was actually gonna go with Kami. But I would love for his skin to be of Shen. Like when he fought against Piccolo Jr., he like took over the body of like the most nerdiest looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
this
would
dude
like
putting
that?
up yeah. Kami as him was putting up a fight against Piccolo.
Yeah.
And like Kami's like a dude that he fights like I don't. He's not a fighter, but at the same time, he's the god. Like he is the god of Earth. It's sort of like, why wouldn't you have him in there? He's in the Namekian. I don't know. Just sort of like
Wait, how
weird
many Kais do they have in Budokai Tenkaichi? Do you remember? They have like majority of them.
I only remember, I think, Supreme Kai. I think Kibito had to be there, but I don't think he's a Kai.
They didn't have the Kai that Boo was like absorbed and became
The Grand Kai?
of like the
I think
East
that
or
was his
something,
name?
like the East Kai or something like that. Because that would be
Some-
that's an easy ad that I feel like should be in the game.
Grand Kai? That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
'Cause, like,
Grand
he's
Kai. No, not
literally,
Grand
like-
Kai. That wasn't his name. Oh, what was his name?
It was a directional Kai, wasn't it? He was like Kai of the something. I could have sworn.
Man, I truly don't remember. But
you-
you're talking about the dude that like he showed up in Super also.
Yeah, exactly. Like he popped up in Super also, so I feel like it kind of makes sense. just to
Oh,
add him.
here we go. The Grand Supreme Kai.
There it is. Yeah.
Jesus.
I feel like
Dude.
he should be in the game. I mean, he's basically Boo. Like,
At the very least, as like a skin of Majin Buu, probably.
Or that, yeah.
That would make sense.
'cause I feel like, especially because they brought him back in Super, like, you know, his personality. I feel like,
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
do it, you know? That'd be
Also,
nice ad. What?
wait. The fusion technique. Wait. I just
What?
realized that Gogeta has the same jacket as Majin Buu. No?
Does he? Gogeta does?
Where does the outfit for like Gotenks and Gogeta come from? Because that's the exact same outfit as Majin Buu.
I don't think it's exact.
Yeah, dude. It's just. And Fat Buu I'm talking about.
It's not
like,
exact. It's very similar, but it's not exact. Like, Gogeta's vest has a, like, big puffed up, like, ends on them on the neck and the shoulders. And Majin Buu doesn't have those puffed ends. It's more, like, thin, but I see where you're coming from.
Okay. Yeah. I guess, but it's way too similar for not to be a coincidence.
I don't know. I wouldn't think too much of it, honestly. I don't think there's a reason for that.
Yeah, because unfortunately, at the end of the day, you know that
Gogeta's my dad.
Toriyama didn't think too much about this.
Hell no.
As much as I love that guy, he definitely didn't think.
He just drew it up. He's like, this looks hard. All right, moving on.
Which honestly, at the very least, that's how everything should go. At least,
Yeah.
At the very.
And the world of Dragon Ball is like, I'll just draw a really stupid hard scene and move on, and no one will complain.
And no one does.
Oh, every time, like, damn, I appreciate you, Toriyama. Thank you for feeding me. For characters in Super, there's so many obvious ones. I feel like all the transformations we've gotten recently need to be in it. Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan, like Cell Max, Ultra Instinct Goku. The one I'm looking forward to the most, that I wonder if they're going to add or not because it's not anime canon yet, is Ultra Ego Vegeta. That would be a hard... Like, I would actually lose my shit if they add that. But, like, that's truly only manga. And we're not close anywhere towards the anime of that coming out soon.
Bro, first off, I'm of the suspicion, or at least of the hope, that when the Dragon Ball Super manga anime finally comes back, that every episode is gonna go hard in the animation. Like, there's no reason why
they can't do what they did with like the initial part of Super, where like they were kind of half-assing it. It needs to be like fire shit.
It needs to be fire, and once it gets to the Ultra Ego,
dude, those episodes are gonna be. That was Vegeta's like moment. Like, there are two Vegeta's moments I can count in all of Dragon Ball. One will always live rent free in my head, and that's the Majin Vegeta like arc.
Of course.
Where, like,
okay.
You know, he had the sacrificial moment at the end. This was the second moment where I'm like, yo, this is Vegeta's story. Everyone stand the fuck back real quick. This transformation is it.
Oh
yeah, no.
God!
If they can like put that in the game, running that.
Honestly, I'm running. That'll be immediate Ultra Ego Vegeta versus Gohan Beast. Like, not even a question.
That's like an immediate. I gotta run these.
Oh, I'm looking at pictures of Ultra Ego Vegeta right now. It is so hard.
He just looks
purple
so
on
good.
Vegeta?
Dude. It's perfect.
Stupid.
Especially because it's purple's such a royal color that it makes so much sense for him. I fucking love it, dude. Oh.
Do you ever think about how it's supposed to be? Isn't Vegeta actually the king now?
Technically, yeah.
And isn't Trunks the prince?
Yeah. What are you getting at?
Oh, doesn't he ever think about that? Because he still calls himself the Prince of All Saiyans. But it's like, you're the king.
I guess he's like, my daddy never really died. He's out there somewhere. I know he is. My daddy isn't dead. Frieza never killed him. He escaped in time.
He definitely said all of those things to Bulma, like, after they just like had sex. You know,
and Bulma's like, yeah, no, he's definitely out there, like,
yes, baby.
Yeah.
Which means that Bulma is the queen of all Saiyans, and that's like a weird thing
I
to
just
think
thought
about.
of Vegeta saying, "You think if we can collect all the Dragon Balls, we can like wish him back?" Yeah, no, yeah, we can definitely do that, Vegeta. Like next time we find it.
Listen, we talked about this in a previous video already. How come Vegeta hasn't just revived all the rest of the Saiyans already? Crazy.
I think the manga's answered that low key. Like the recent chapters have kind of answered. Like he feels very guilty of who he is and what he's done.
Yeah.
That has to be why, you know. But we never got full-on confirmation.
Yeah, for sure. And on top of that, Vegeta definitely asks Bulma to call him king in the middle of like getting nasty. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's definitely what's happening.
He can't get up without it. Do you have any other characters you want to mention?
Yeah. Speaking of Vegeta, I actually have two characters in relation to Vegeta. I have Tarble, Vegeta's brother.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, I think Tarble's a fire pick, and like it's crazy because Tarble's canon, but like they haven't touched him.
Shit with them, bro.
Yeah.
After we met him, it was like, all right, you're off to your own universe. I guess we'll find you in Toriyama's out of ideas.
Facts. I remember him getting mentioned 3 times. Obviously, it was the first time he ever appeared. That was like an actual like. Obviously, he was there. Then I remember in the Battle of Gods movie, they mentioned him because they were like, "Oh, Vegeta, you got a brother. Maybe we can include him in this like God, Super Saiyan God ritual." Yeah. Vegeta's like, "Oh, fuck that guy."
How did they know?
Yeah. But then in the anime, they didn't mention him. They only mentioned him in the movie. And then finally in Super Broly, they were like, that's when they mentioned like, "Yo, Vegeta, do you think your brother died?" And Vegeta's like, "Nah, probably not."
Just like my daddy.
And-
They're all alive. Vegeta just can't get over his inner circle. Family's gone.
Honestly, I feel like if you were to do a deep dive of Vegeta's character, that has to be somewhere really deep.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
his inner psyche is like they never died. They're still living on through me. But I feel like Tarble would be fired.
So the other character that I was gonna mention that's like related to Vegeta is this character and another character, Vegeta Jr. and Goku Jr.
Oh, like the ones way in the future.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
Goku
yeah,
Jr.
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
make the cut? Why do I feel like he wasn't?
Nah, because I mean it's might as well Kid Goku, but with this it's.
Hey, but we
it's
know
just-
we know
him as okay. His moveset literally cannot be any different than GT Kid Goku.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he looks the exact same. It's almost the same fit. He goes Super Saiyan also. Like honestly, I don't know what you would do for him, but I still want Goku Jr. in the game. Like he needs to be in it. I never see
That would be
him get talked
really
about
funny
either.
if they actually didn't change a single thing about him except for the name when you select the character. But all the fans are like, I'm okay with it. That's a different character. I accept
Like
that
an
as a different
Echo-
character. But like,
Echo character?
truly like if it was like Samus and Samus 2, like not even Dark Samus, like just Samus 2, and it's the same
Yeah,
exact thing everywhere. I feel like Dragon Ball
Yeah.
fans would be like, no, that makes sense. I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with it too. And I also and Vegeta Jr. probably is like a clone of like Kid Vegeta,
Yeah.
but like he can go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Which bro, I mean, how are they able to go Super Saiyan? They're like 1/16th Saiyan.
Dude, I feel like the rules of becoming Super Saiyan don't mean shit anymore. Especially after the Tournament of Power. Remember Goku was like, you just feel like a little trickle in your back, and then you just and everyone's like, oh, okay, so I guess it's just easy now. So I feel like
With
even if you're 1/16th, it's like, I don't know. I just tried one day and it happened.
That's
I overheated my hot pocket in the microwave. I got really pissed and I transformed.
I think that first started off with Goten, and I think everyone got pissed off with Goten doing it.
I got pissed off when I was a kid and Goten did it. I was like, hey, hold on, this is way too easy. And Trunks did it too. I remember Vegeta was like, we can only like go to the park if you can fucking I think lay a punch
Touch
on me.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so Trunks like,
punch
all right,
me
bet,
or
let me try
something.
this. And I'm like, ah, nah, come on, like that's come on, dude. Like, what the fuck for ice cream? Are we dead ass right now? Or for going to the park? Are we really doing
And they were
this?
keeping it a secret too. They were
Yeah.
keeping it a secret from them, bro.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I also
but-
wanted to shout out the Xenoverse original characters. There's a bunch of characters like antagonists, especially that are prevalent in Xenoverse fandom. That a lot of them want in the game. I never really fucked with Xenoverse like that. Never really played it that much. But I know the characters mean a lot for those fans. So I'm pretty confident those characters will make the cut. And there's a plethora of them too. So I'm talking like 20 plus. So they're just like sprinkle.
Yeah. You already brought it up earlier, but I think they're gonna just probably add almost everyone from Super, like, and they're gonna sprinkle in a whole bunch of characters. I assume from the Tournament of Power, like characters that we don't remember. The one obvious one, though, obviously being Jiren. We also gotta add that other dude from Jiren's universe, the guy who's gonna become like the god of destruction.
Yep. You have like the
Toppo
wolf
or
guys,
something?
Bergamo. Toppa. I don't know. I can't remember
Yeah,
his name. Starts with
something
T
like
though.
that. Yeah. And the wolf guys, Brie Brienne, that girl who can like turn like into a Power Ranger or something like that.
All those guys have unique abilities that you can definitely make a quick moveset out of and just put them in the game.
Yeah. Kefla too, like Kefla's a layup though. Kefla was like
Both
there's no doubt
both
about
girls
it that
and their
she's-
fusion is like why is that not in the game, you know?
like layup.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do you think Mai is gonna be in it? Like
I don't see why not.
future
actually.
Mai, right?
I don't see why not. I feel like she's like somewhat important due to her like affair with Trunks. So I feel
This is
like
crazy.
yeah, and I never would have had that in a million years happening. But
Yeah.
because she's kind of like now like romantically, involved with Trunks, I feel like why not? If we're throwing in fucking like what's it called, characters from Dragon Ball that are really old that a lot of fans, sorry, not a lot of fans, but some fans might not even like realize because they're news of this. Why not throw some of the new guys that are now more prevalent that have Dragon Ball connections like her? So I say fuck it,
facts.
throw it in there.
It's facts. I will say that besides Ego Vegeta and Beast Gohan,
I need Ultra Beast Gohan now. Now that you mentioned, I kind of need that.
his hair is gonna go to like the fucking next planet, bro. I feel like the only other character that I really want to run is just like Teen Goten. I think Teen Goten, especially like him in a school outfit. I don't know why that goes hard to me.
You
bro.
already know this, but I want Teen Gotenks. I doubt it that they're gonna put it in a game before they reveal it in an anime or manga. But Teen Gotenks would be everything. I know it's gonna look hard. I know they're not gonna fumble that art.
You know what's crazy? Trunks has blue hair now.
Yeah.
But Gotenks still has the gray. They didn't change that up at all. You
have a good point actually. Yeah, they really kept
They didn't mess up Gotenks.
They're like, nah, we don't fuck with the source material, all right? There still is Gotenks. Don't get twisted.
They know he's the GOAT.